We fought hard to get the little opportunities that we have now. We fought hard for that.
When you and I were growing up, racism could stop you in your tracks. Mm-hmm. You can do this, you can do that, but don't even think of doing this, that, or the other thing.
People have fear because they don't know, or they fear that if Black people got in power, they might treat them the same way that they were treating Black people. So there's that fear going on.
We're going into the King Cole restaurant, and they didn't want to seat me. And I said, why not? He said, because you don't have a jacket on. I had a tie and a coat on. He said, you don't have a jacket on. And I said, well, he doesn't have a jacket on either. So they went and got this white guy jacket, said, put this on. And they said, if you want to wear a jacket, you wear one of our jackets to sit down. And it clearly wasn't that they didn't want me to be seated because I didn't have a jacket on. It was clear to me that I wasn't the right color.
Lady said to me behind the concession, who was selling the different things, why don't you ever come and skate? You come here all the time. And I went back and I asked my mother and father, well, why can't I go in there and skate? And you know what they told me? You're colored. You can't skate in there. So I was very disappointed. I couldn't understand. Well, I knew prejudice and segregation because I knew what you had to do if you wanted to go to some of these places.
Blacks were able to live other places all around, which was good in a sense, but it also broke up the community.
And then as time went on, and the expansion on westward, away from Fifth Street, business kind of, it was fragmented. You know, people got into residential homes out and around the Gettysburg area and West 3rd Street. Kind of diluted things. But there for a while, Fifth Street was the mecca for Black business.
Above the palace was what they called the Cotton Club. You can see advertisements for Duke Ellington and Ella Fitzgerald. Well, when you say Duke and Ellington, you're at the cream of the crop. And if the cream of the crop is coming to the Fifth Street Palace, hey, what does that say?
DCDC has one of the most diverse audiences of the whole dance scene, of the whole arts scene in Dayton, Ohio. And I say to the audience, if just for this 90 minutes, we sit here, we're all alike, our commonality is registered by what we're seeing on the stage.
But the other thing that I've learned from having opportunities to meet a lot of people that are in the business of art or that are in business period is how to handle yourself when you're in that particular area. And never think that what you say is not important. The fact that you say it is what's important. Not who you say it to, but the fact that you do say it.
This is a story that's not often heard, and I think it's just important for the community to understand the possibilities.
There's a lot of history that comes in Dayton that folks have really paved the way for African Americans, but I think we don't know enough history to understand the pride and the hard work that went into it.
I may not be 100 or 101 like my mother, but I know that we have to spend every hour on this earth trying to become and trying to make the world better. It's that old saying, we have to make this a more perfect union. And this is what we have to work on. Ourselves and the world in which we live, so we all have to contribute. We have to leave more than we take away, I guess is what I'm saying, in the space we are given.